Right now, somewhere on Earth, someone is looking up at the night sky. They are searching for a light that blinks back. They won't find one. Not tonight, not this year, maybe not ever. But here's the question nobody wants to sit with. What if the silence isn't because we're alone? What if the silence is because we're first? For decades, scientists have asked the same question. Where is everybody? It even has a name, the Fermi Paradox. A physicist named Enrico Fermi asked it over lunch in 1950. The universe is unimaginably old. It's full of stars. It should be full of life. So, where is it? Most people assume the answer is simple. Life must be rare. Or life is common, but intelligence is rare. Or intelligence is common, but it always destroys itself before it reaches the stars. Those are the popular answers. They're also the scary ones. But there's a fourth answer, a quieter one, and it might be the most unsettling of all. What if intelligent life is common? What if it happens all the time, all across the galaxy? But what if almost none of it happens at the same moment? Think about how old the universe actually is. About 13.8 billion years. Our sun is only 4.6 billion years old. That means the universe was already 2/3 of the way through its current age before our solar system even existed. Here's the part that changes everything. The universe wasn't always capable of building something like us. In the earliest generations of stars, there was almost no carbon, no oxygen, no iron, just hydrogen and helium left over from the Big Bang. Those first stars had to live and die and explode just to seed space with heavier elements. Then a second generation of stars had to do the same thing again. It took billions of years just to build enough raw material for a planet like Earth to exist. Rocky planets, water, carbon-based chemistry. None of that was possible right away. The universe had to earn it. So when you ask, where is everybody? You're assuming the galaxy has been ready for company for a very long time. It hasn't. Some researchers think planets like Earth may be some of the earliest planets capable of supporting complex life at all, not because Earth is special, because timing is everything. Picture the universe as a 5-mile-long timeline stretched across a highway. Human civilization, all of it, from cave paintings to smartphones, would take up less than the width of a single grain of sand at the very end of that road. Now, stretch that same logic across the galaxy. If another intelligent species arose just 1 million years before us, their entire civilization could have already risen and explored and gone extinct long before humans ever stood upright. 1 million years sounds enormous to us. On a cosmic clock, it's a blink. That's the real problem with the search for aliens. It's not just about distance. It's about timing. 2 civilizations could exist in the same galaxy and still miss each other completely. Not because space is too big, because time is too big. There's a term astronomers use for this, the habitability boundary. It's the idea that there might be a narrow window in cosmic history where conditions actually allow complex technological life to emerge. Too early, and the universe hasn't built the necessary elements yet. Too late, and maybe the universe has become too hostile, too spread out, too cold. We might be living right at the beginning of that window. If that's true, it means something strange. It means the silence we hear when we point our telescopes at the stars isn't evidence that we're alone. It might be evidence that we're early. Does that thought comfort you, or does it terrify you? Because if we're early, that changes everything about who we are supposed to be. Right now, humans send messages into space almost as a formality. The Arecibo message, the Voyager Golden Records, little cosmic postcards, drifting outward, hoping someone, someday, finds them. But what if nobody is out there to receive them yet? What if we're not late to a party? What if we're the ones setting the table? That reframes the entire search for alien life. We've spent 70 years scanning the skies for a signal, assuming that if life exists, it must already be advanced enough to reach us. But advanced civilizations don't appear out of nowhere. They take time, deep time, the kind of time that dwarfs entire human histories. If we are one of the first technological species in the galaxy, then somewhere out there, right now, there could be a planet just beginning to grow its first single-celled organisms. A planet still hundreds of millions of years away from anything that could ever ask the question we're asking tonight. We wouldn't hear from them for an unimaginable stretch of time. Not because they're hiding, because they don't exist yet. This idea has a strange emotional weight to it. Most people fear being small, being one blip among trillions, insignificant, replaceable. But being first is different. Being first means something depends on you that didn't depend on anyone before. Think about what early humans did the first time they controlled fire, or the first time someone carved a wheel out of stone. They weren't inheriting knowledge. They were creating it for the first time for anyone. If humanity really is among the first technological civilizations to exist in this galaxy, then every discovery we make isn't just for us. It's a first draft for whatever comes after us. The first data points in a story that might stretch on for billions of years. That should change how we think about extinction. It should change how we think about war, about the climate, about how carefully we treat the only working example of intelligence anyone has ever found. Because if we destroy ourselves, it's not just tragic for us. It might set the whole galaxy back by millions of years, waiting for the next chance. Here's the twist most people never consider. Being early doesn't mean being alone forever. It means being early in a very long story that hasn't finished writing itself yet. The stars we see tonight aren't cold, dead points of light. Some of them are surrounded by planets still forming, still cooling, still deciding whether they'll ever host anything capable of asking, is anyone out there? One day, something on one of those planets might. And when it does, it won't find our transmissions right away. But maybe, just maybe, it will find our evidence. What we built, what we protected, what we didn't destroy. So go back to that person standing outside tonight, looking up, waiting for a blinking light that never comes. Maybe the silence was never a rejection. Maybe it's an invitation.